Chinese tourist market, is there a specific target number you are aiming for?
We don't really have a very specific number that we are aiming for. But from now on, we're really looking for the first or to second years if we can be able to double the number of tourists coming to the Philippines. So we're looking at maybe another 50% uptick or increase in our tourist arrivals for the coming years. So that's just going to double the numbers what we are receiving now. I think it will be achievable. We just, aside from the e-visa, which will able to help us to convince more travel agents and consumer to patronize or go to the Philippines for travel purposes. It will also help some other partners like the airlines. They will be able to open more flights now because there are more confidence that our Chinese tourist friends and businessmen can be able to travel to the Philippines. So it will open an opportunity business-wise, both for the airline side, travel agent side, and then the consumer side. So that's why because of this, we'll see another maybe double the number of tourist arrivals from China coming to the Philippines on the future.
Okay, thank you. And speaking of Chinese tourists, compared to visitors from other countries, what are their distinctive preferences and spending habits?
Actually, our Chinese tourists, they really feel that they spend more when they visit the Philippines. They like to go in shopping, buying some things, especially when they go back home to give us gifts to their friends. And they also enjoy a lot of Chinese friends. Based on my experience, they really like to try a lot of things. They want to eat local food, they want to try local foods, local cuisines, so they're being the economic benefits. And right now, especially with the younger generation like you, the FITs, maybe the younger generation, they want to try everything, they want to do a lot of activities, they want to enjoy more things, so they also spend a lot of money doing a lot of these activities. I mentioned you can do diving in the Philippines, you can do surfing, you can do the light plane, the small plane that you can fly by yourself without training. So those are the activities that the some of the millennials or the younger generations are looking for. And these activities will also entice expenses. And our Chinese traveler or tourists, this is what they want to do, so they can decide economic value to it.
Okay, thank you. And what new trends have emerged in recent years regarding Chinese tourists' choices of their destinations and travel styles in the Philippines?
I think the really big change now is our Chinese tourists, because of the after the pandemic, it's more on the FITs or pre-itinerary travel. It's like they're not joining the big groups right now. There's still big groups, but they try to minimize, especially the younger generation. They want to travel on their own, so they create their own itinerary. Even the small families, they want to do their own tailor-made tour products. So these things are very important to us, and then it's also happening in the Philippines right now. Some of our Chinese friends, they don't really join the tour groups, but they made their own packages. They buy their own luxury hotel, or they want to stay in a nice hotel. They want to do their own activities. So this is what we want to cater now. So the Philippines now is producing tour products that will cater this requirement for our FITs or the individual travelers and family travelers. So the products that we are offering now, especially, is more on the adventure type, and those the sand, sea, and beaches that I presented earlier. So you can be able to enjoy more, commune more with nature, not the big cities that you have here in China right now. We want to promote the Philippines as a destination for nature, ecotourism, and at the same time exclusivity, so like serenity, and then enjoy life with your family, with your friends, with a small group. That's what we want to show our Chinese tourists or our Chinese friends what the Philippines has to offer.
Thank you for your insights. Looking ahead, beyond the e-visa, what concrete measures is the Philippines taking to attract more Chinese tourists?
I think the thing that aside from the e-visa, what we want to do is develop more confidence for our consumers, to showcase that we have different products. First is we want to showcase that we have different products that we can be able to enjoy and that fit their requirement. As I mentioned, we are nature-based, and then we have a good sand, sea, and water activities. That's what we want to highlight. So we want to showcase the Philippines as a varied and mixed destination for our Chinese friends. Second is we want to show them the confidence that when they visit the Philippines, they will be safe and secure. That's what we want to showcase to them. So right now, we already have established a hotline for our Chinese friends, which when you call them, the Mandarin-speaking agents will be engaged with you. And if you have any complaints, 24 hours within 7 days, you can call this a app system or this call center, and they can be able to assist you if you have any problem in the Philippines as a tourist. So we want to build the confidence of our Chinese friends to visit the Philippines, showing them that the Philippines is a good destination, best island in the world, and at the same time, they're going to be safe and secure once they visit the country. And then thirdly, we want to establish more connections, more flights from Philippines to China, because we're an island destination. There's no way you can get to the Philippines unless you fly from China to the Philippines. Maybe there's cruise ship, but the flights is really, really important. So we want to increase the number of flights and maybe cover more cities in China going directly to the Philippines.
Okay, very promising initiatives.
Yes.
And my next question is, how significant is the contribution of tourism industry to developing economy?
Actually, as of now, the tourism industry is contributing around 12% to the Philippine economy, GDP-wise. So it's really a big contribution. And then in terms of number of employed in the tourism industry, I think we have about more than 5 million Filipinos employed in the tourism industry. So in terms of the ranking, I think tourism is number 3 instead of the contribution to the Philippine economy. So it's really very, very important for us to build the Philippine economy. And during the previous years wherein we have a lot of tourists from China coming to the Philippines, the second in 2019, they really brought a lot of economic contribution, especially those destinations which are frequented by our Chinese friends like Boracay, Cebu, Bohol, Palawan. So they give a lot of economic benefits. They are the one filling up the hotel rooms. They are the one giving work to the local guides and to the local people. So economically, it brings something to the locality. So for us now, it's being recognized that the tourism is one of the pillars of the economy of the Philippines.
Okay, thank you. My next question is, what role does people-to-people exchange play in advancing the relationship between China and the Philippines?
People-to-people exchange is one of the most important aspects of advancing the relations. China and the Philippines, we actually have a very, very long relations. I'm not sure because I mentioned earlier, even before the Spanish arrived in the Philippines, in our history, it's like, I think even here in China, people think that the first to arrive to the Philippines are the Spanish, but actually it's the Chinese. We have been trading with the Chinese with the porcelain, silk, everything. Even before the Spanish arrived in the Philippines, we're already trading partners. And then there's even a story. If you go to Dejo, there's one tomb there, and that the one laying there is Sultan Padaka. So from Sulu, he traveled all the way to Beijing and then pay homage to then Emperor. But along the way, coming back to the Philippines, he died. So the Emperor, acknowledging what he did, he put a tomb in Dejo. So that showed us the relation is there for quite a long time. And it's not even politically motivated, but it's more on the people-to-people exchange, barter, economy. So that's what keep it's going. So it's very important that this people-to-people relation is there because it will help also build the image of the Philippines in China, right? If we show goodwill to our Chinese friends, to our other Chinese tourists, so it will also exchange. The same for us because actually there's already a lot of Filipinos coming here to China right now because the Chinese embassy also make the visa application easier for our Filipinos friends. You go to Universal Studios, we were there last Monday. We met a lot of Filipinos already visiting from the Philippines. So it's the exchange is really very important between the two countries, the people-to-people exchanges, because it's build friendship, build relation, and it build trust to each other. I think that's the most important aspect of people-to-people exchanges.
Thank you. And finally, for a lighter question, for university students traveling on a budget, what would you recommend for their first trip to the Philippines?
For the first trip to the Philippines, I will recommend that they visit some of our destinations nearby Manila. So if they fly via Manila, since there are a lot of direct flights, so they can just take the bus or take the ferry and they're going to Puerto Galera. It's another island. You can do diving, you can do snorkeling, and then the food is good, the local people is there. You can have a homestay with some other Filipinos, so you can also learn the culture. So you don't really have to spend a lot of money. Or you can go to Anilao, Batangas, another nearby destination, island destination, which you can also enjoy the beach, water activities if that you prepare. So for me, just do what the local will be much as well doing, taking the local transportation, eating the local food, that doesn't need to go to a big 5-star restaurant, but you join the local with the local food. So for me, the best thing to do is enjoy what the local is doing, and that's the best way to save money and at the same time enjoy the destination and gather more Filipino friends. That's what I suggest to our students that wants to visit the Philippines. They can have all the adventure with a little expenses as long as they know how to do it the local way.